Hello and welcome to episode 15 of Matt's Mudded Let's Play. As you can see, I'm back down here as normal in my Thorncraft room. I've been doing a lot of work off camera with the logistics stuff, and I've just kept going with my Thorncraft research, and as you can see we have a lot of research that we've done and with new items. And as you can see, I've been mucking around with a couple of Thorncraft thingy bobby worlds, Mistcraft worlds, that's the ones. Okay, first off we're going to be making a new item using these items here. Now these can be done in a normal crafting recipe or a normal crafting bench. So you place a V's crystal. I don't think it has to be just a V's crystal, but the recipe only has the V's crystal on it. We need iron ingots, we need these conduits in the middle, and then enchanted underneath gets us these condensers. Now, as you can see, we've got loads of these V's crystals. The only way so far to get anything out of them is to throw them directly into the crucible. But now we have what's known as these. For some reason that popped out. So let us right click on it, and then you place V's crystal in it. As you can see, it's affected by the phase of the moon. We'll add the torch back there. So let's place the crystals, and it'll pull V's and stuff out of the surrounding air. Sorry about that. It'll pull V's out of the local aura, just small amounts of it though, and produce the V's to slowly top up our tanks, which is very good because we have our items and stuff to do. And as you can see, you can do up to 6 at a time. So let us get onto these nice researches we have discovered. I'll start with this one, which is the Quicksilver core. Now if you use a piece of Quicksilver, which we haven't gone too much in, the Cinnabar ore that we found, the ore with the weird red symbol on it, that's what if you smelt that down, you get Quicksilver. A Vaporous crystal and a stone slab gets you the Quicksilver core. Now you can insert them into various devices, and upgrade increases the speed of the device or the thormic creation. So we could speed up the device, so then we could speed up them as well. Just put that away. One. Okay, the Goggles of Revealing. This marvellous eyewear duplicates all the functionality of the thermometer and also allows you to see things that are usually not visible to the naked eye. Now this is very, very useful. I'm not sure if I can actually make it yet because I think I need the recipes for the thermometer or thermometer. I need 2 of them, and basically these allow you to see the taint levels. They take the space of your top armor slot, the helmet armor slot, but you can see how much V's is in there, how much is being drawn out, local V's and taint levels, etc, etc. So it's very, very useful. We shall have a look at the Dark Infuser. Now this is one I can actually make right now. It's done to it's basically the same as that one, but it uses more taint than V's that are used for our taint, and it's basically the dark version. So some of the more darker recipes that we come across will be from that. Let's see, we've got an arcane focus of earth, which is again for the arcane ball. We might get onto that at some point. Now the Thormium Crucible requires a crucible of eyes, which we can make with 2 Thormium ingots. It holds more V's and is more efficient than the basic one, and when it's nearly full it will emit a redstone signal. And then it will hold all the items. If we overloaded that crucible right now, all the items in there would it would overflow and cause a massive amount of taint. But with the Thormium Crucible, it doesn't allow it to overflow. See, we've got a easier version of the 7 League boots. Now for this though, we do need the boots of striding first. Increases our jump height, but it doesn't stop fall damage. So although they're good, if you don't have stuff like industrial craft and stuff installed, it does cause a bit of a problem. Now the charm of vigor will keep on, if you kept on your person, will keep you fed and protect you from drowning. It can wear out and be destroyed if overused. It requires a raw fish and a golden apple, which could be very useful. And then the thormium reinforced tank requires a normal tank and a thormium ingot. Can hold twice as much Vs and taint as normal, and is also much more resistant to the negative effects of storing taint, because if you store enough taint it will explode, which is not good. Now, I do believe I have that and that, so let us see if this will work. Well, hey, we've got our first thormium reinforced tank. Very, very nice. So let's store that away for now. Let's see how our research is getting on. We've got 2 fragments of lost knowledge. Let's just quickly slot them in. Grab a new stack of cobblestone. And we've got nothing from that. As you can hear, it's nighttime outside because we have a lot of... You can hear the monsters and stuff. Now, they can get quite annoying because you can hear them banging on doors, and when you're underground it's kind of a bit of a shock really to hear those kind of things. And oh, I'm in trouble. Let's use my athame, and of course I need to be back up against the block. Bloody vanilla mechanics. Not a mass. I mean, when I first started playing, I never touched mods. I mean, I'm fairly okay with computers, but when it comes to let's quickly restore that. But when it comes to stuff like, I mean, I'm quite good with coding and stuff, but Java was never one I learnt. So with the mods for this game, because they're all based on Java, and yeah, I just never touched mods. And then first started playing with a couple of mods a little while ago, and I've played with mods so much. I did play a little bit of the Tekkit mod, or Technic pack really, but I prefer the Tekkit as opposed to the Technic, even for single player. And yeah, so now every time I've got the Minecraft for the Xbox 360, but it's quite, I find vanilla Minecraft quite flavourless now. It doesn't seem that much, even with the end and the dragon and stuff added into it. It doesn't seem like there's that much of a task, and it does seem quite boring really, if I'm 100% honest. I put some creosote oil there. As you can see, I've got mass amounts of stuff I've nearly filled. For some reason, it doesn't like the for some reason it doesn't like using the middle mouse button at the moment to sort my stuff. I might have to have a look at convenient inventory. Let's see. Mass amounts of gems, various bits of pipes, made a shit ton more of basic logistics, loads of rubber, all random crap in there, nothing in there so far, and a new little hidden surprise in that back room there. But anyway, I've been waffling on a little bit, so let's get on. As you can see here, something I should have made a long time ago is the compressor. Now the compressor is what you use to compress stuff. Pretty simple, and it enables you to get stuff like uranium ingots and some of the more advanced alloys and stuff used in industrial craft. However, as you might have noticed, I've got quite a lot of cobblestone, so we're going to place 2 of our compressors onto the power line there. As you can see, they're now powered and connected to our logistics system. Now I have gone ahead and added the item sink and the extractor module. Now I'm not going to be using them per se exactly for that, but I am going to start every time I get some uranium. I'm going to be instantly putting it to uranium ingots. Now I need something here for these last two slots, so I'm going to have to figure out something a little bit different to do, and I've changed these pipes to smooth stone pipes as opposed to cobblestone pipes because they don't lose as much speed when it comes to transferring items even in logistics systems. But a way to deal with the cobblestone is I need to have this little recipe here, which is dirt in a V shape, refined iron, not refined iron, refined iron in the bottom corners with 2 pieces of glowstone dust on the top. Place the compressors in the middle and you get a recycler. Now the recyclers, what they do is they turn any normal item, let's get a stack of, let's get 2 stacks of cobblestone, 1 for each one, and it will recycle them. So it will take the raw items and then start producing scrap. Now in order to get, as you can see here, scrap, so for now, is there any way to... Okay, for now I'm just going to be manually doing it, but I will figure out a way of doing it automatically. And for now I'll throw scrap in there. So every time scrap's produced, I'm going to go into that end chest, and I will set up a separate chest for that. And now you use scrap in a more advanced machine called a mass fabricator. Now the mass fabricator is used to make the ultimate armor in industrial craft, and it does enable us to get rid of the long full boots and actually have full armor protection on our legs, as you can see. So I've done the first 2. Now I need the third one, and there is items in all of these, as you can see. Now me using the ender chest, the green ender chest, to transfer stuff back into my system is all well and good, as I enable so I can do the ender pouch to do the same thing. However, with the ender chest I have to place it down, put the items in, wait for them to go, and then it kind of zips along, and then I have to pick it up afterwards. Well, I don't have to, but if I've got mass amounts of stuff, it could mean standing around in the same area for loads and loads of time. However, with the ender pouch, it does the same thing as an ender chest, but you can carry it around. And you can, if I'm not mistaken, let me get my ender chest up. I seem to love placing cobblestone down today, don't I? Right, so we get the ender chest out. And then if we right click with the bag, as you can see now, the little symbols, and I just went to point on my finger on the screen, as you can see it on the bottom bar, the little white icons that are on the bag are now green. And as you can see, I open the ender bag and the ender chest opens up. So we now have a way of accessing our logistics network, or at least that part of our logistics network, now on the go. So that's a nice little item to keep on our person, so we don't have to keep going into there, and so it's an easier way of wandering around while mining to do stuff. Okay, so we've got 1, got 2, got 3. Now this next one, if I'm not mistaken, is that, and there's the wall for them. Okay, this next one has to be probably one of the most I wouldn't say one of the most expensive items, but probably one of the most important items I'm going to have made so far, because it's going to make my life in regards to making stuff a hell of a lot easier. And as you can see, I need basic logistics pipes, and I've made 22 of these. I've had to use 4 diamonds to get a stack of 64 basic logistics pipes, along with a shit ton of gold and iron and redstone and various other bits, and then nearly and then more than half a stack of glowstone dust as well to get the crafting logistics pipe. Now the crafting logistics pipe basically enables any connected inventory, and it's best used, I found, with the automatic crafting table. That's these, and as you can see, I've got mass amounts of these done, and I've already set up a network back to the system, and eventually this pipe will not be up here, that'll be smooth stone, and literally it will be connected there, so there'll just be a wall as I get more and more items. But at the moment I've only got the first 4 out of 7 lines of 3 actually done. So we place down our first crafting logistics pipe, and we use the wrench to right click on it, and if you click the import button, it will take that bit there. Now I'm using primarily jungle wood as I'm sat next to a jungle, and I'm replanting the jungle trees as is, so for now I will have all 4 woods types in here to output the wooden planks, and I'll have 4 separate ones for each one. Now as you can see, so it'll pull that from the system and pull that out as and when I require it. So let us also do this one. As you can see, that's connected now, and we import the wooden planks. 2 wooden planks equal 4 sticks, and again I'll have the wooden planks to be fair, though, I'm going to keep this one here and just have 2 wooden planks from each sort of tree done onto to make the sticks. Let's try this thought. And down here we can make the wooden gears. Now I find crafting gears one of the most tedious parts of Buildcraft, so I'm teaching my logistics system here how to make, apart from, you see, make stone gears, apart from making diamond gears, because I don't want to be wasting 4 diamonds on that. I can make them as and when, all the way up to gold. All the gears are now craftable, and also I am adding copper, tin and bronze gears from the forestry mod. I'm also adding in the electronic circuit, the copper cable, and how to make copper cable, how to make insulated copper cable, and how to make the electronic circuit. So right now that should all be connected, which means I can go to my request logistics pipe and go to craft, and now as you can see in here, it will just say like I want to have, make it nice and easy for the system. As you can see, it's pulling out the wood and it's pulling the wood back in to the system. What's up? Get stuck somewhere? I did ask for 10 of you. While I'm here, I suppose it's a good chance. That's weird. I did ask for 10 of you, didn't I? Yeah, I did ask for 10 of you. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, while I'm here, I suppose it's a good time to move those cobblestone pipes out. And then we'll try that again, because I'm quite worried that that didn't work. Try that again. So we request, so we craft, because I asked for 12, didn't I? And only got Ask for 15 this time. So the first 3 will come up out the chest. Okay, that's quite puzzling, and I will figure that out off camera. However, for now, that'll do. I know it works mostly, so I will leave that. When you're doing that to make that look pretty. Go. Okay. Now, okay, I'll troubleshoot that off camera. So let's place our pipes away. Okay, that's all of our pipes away. Let's head upstairs and see what we're going to do else today. Make sure got that. Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, anyway, we'll head upstairs to bed and start snoozing off. Now, one thing I do want to do when I eventually get this next piece of dark matter, which as you can see isn't too far along, I want to upgrade my collector, at least one of them, to a Mark II. Which requires loads of glowstone, energy collector and dark matter. So you've got that there. Come on then, Mr. Slime. You can see this area here is... Whoa! Shit, not good. I forgot to pick up my Klein Star. Which means I'm going to have to physically run out of here if I can remember my way out. It's been a while since I've been down here. Here we are. Been looking at good ways of getting a spawner. Ruining my flowers. Ruining my goddamn flower beds. Come on then, you little... Okay, so we'll add the creosote oil into there. Ah! Yes, I know it's not... This isn't exactly a subject I know a lot of you are... Sod it. Klein stop. Need Klein stop. It's going to annoy me otherwise. That's the thing. When you start playing around with EE, and I have to apologise for the occasional stiffing. It's hay fever. Bloody annoying thing that it is. When you start playing around with EE and you get your Swiftwolf, which I do have to say is probably out of everything on the EE side of things, is probably one of the most useful items you will get, apart from some of the end game tools and weapons, which are miles OP. But at that point in the game, you're pretty much invincible anyway, so it doesn't really matter. As you can see here, I am carrying on with my bee production. I've got purebred meadows there. I've now managed to work my way up to a diligent strain, and that's I think the second or the third type of the normal things, and I have no idea how I got that far. and as you can see here, it produces what's known as stringy combs. I've yet to actually do stringy combs, and as you can see here, I've got diligent drones, nice stockpile of them coming up, so I can breed them later on. I know I said I wasn't going to do too much breeding, but I've never had this much luck with bee breeding before, and as you can see, I've also got purebred commons and purebred forest. So I am doing quite well with my bee production, despite the fact I didn't actually want to be. Incredibly, and I've also got cultivated as well, because it's I think it's common, cultivated, then diligent. I think for that particular brand, so I think I've got to the top tier on that, and then you combine it with other ones to produce more things. I've also got one going over here, and I have to be careful with this one, because if it's on when I'm near it, it will poison me. As you can see here, we've got tropical drones and princesses. Now we'll add them in, and as you can see, you get what's known as a silky comb. Now these have to be in over here, not over there, because those are just normal bees. They take normal temperature, normal humidity, normal biome, and as I'm currently sat in a plains biome, works quite well. However, these are jungle or tropical drones and bees, which means they require the warm and the damp, which is what this is here. The humidity is 90%, it's warm. So we combine it with a tropical drone, and in a minute you will see little green particle effects. Yeah, that's your cue to leave, because if you're not wearing the special type of if you're not wearing the apiarist suit, they will sting you and they will poison you. So we'll place that in there, and as you can see, I'm starting to get a nice collection of all types of bees. And as you can see, I've got these various types of honeycomb now. Now I've already got that and that, and so let's place our stringy comb in there and see what we get from our stringy comb. We'll also half up those two, so we can do them afterwards. So I do love the extra storage space you've got on there. To get the jungle bees, you just fly around the tops of the trees from the jungles, because they're normally quite high up on the trees, and you can just find them pretty much willy-nilly. It's quite useful. See here, we've got what's known as propolis. Propolis. I'm going to call it propolis because that's the way it looks like it's spelt to me. So let's head back inside, because there is now an item we're going to need to make, and for now we're just going to be using water buckets as a source. Okay, one of them. We're also going to need, besides the squeezer, we're going to need one of them soon as well. We need what's known as a carpenter. Now a carpenter is just bronze surrounded by a sturdy machine and glass. So we need 6 bronze plus the 8 for the sturdy machine, so 6 and 8 is 14, if my math is correct. Got a fair amount, and then as you can see, I've got a fair amount of copper, so getting more bronze won't be an issue. We also need 2 glass, but I don't want to use them, so we shall have to get downstairs and quickly smelt it. I think, to be fair, 9 times out of 10 I'm going to be now, so we'll put that in there. Alright, let's get the sturdy machine built, and then we can sturdy machine. We really need 2 glass, so you can easily request that. Will stand on here. See, that's the reason why I put the crafting bench there. Right, now we are going to need, lucky there's a water source, an infinite water source over there. I do believe we have in our white bag, if we look, 2 buckets. very, very useful. See, the sun is starting to set slightly. We'll put our carpenter for now there. As you can see, looks like quite a complicated inventory. So we need to place our water. So we click into there. The carpenter requires water to make recipes. And now I am going to be set when I get a automated, when I start working on a place to actually place my final bees and everything else. I thought I had a slime jumping up and down then. When I do eventually get the ability to, well, when I actually get round to actually making a final place for my bees, which means I need to find a good place that's literally straddling a couple of biomes, it's easy to get to, then I shall have an automated pump system to keep this thing full of water. But for now, we shall, and then place a chest there just so we have something to do. Just throw that over there. For now, I don't need that. Okay, now so with the carpenter, you have a little slot here, and it produces an output slot there to be picked up there. You can crate things up in a carpenter, so you can make a crate in the carpenter out of wood, and then it will crate up the items, and it's very, very useful. Now, as you can see, we've got the polis and stuff there. Now the first thing we're going to need to create in the carpenter is the beealizer. Now the recipe for this is a diamond, redstone, tin and glass panes. It also requires 2 slots of thingy bobby. The episode's going to run slightly long. We shall quickly... I'm going to be able to sleep with it that long. No, okay, we'll request the items first, quickly sleep. I'll make the beealizer, and then next episode, so is it diamond, 2 glass panes, and was it 4 tin? Oh, beealizer, and 2 redstone. Perfect. So we'll quickly sleep, we'll go make the beealizer. I'll give you a quick rundown on my diligent line, and then we'll be wrapping up today's episode. Okay, so we quickly run out here. Okay, so it was tin, diamond. Now the great thing about this new carpenter is you, like before, it would basically stack up in there and not have anything, but they've taken the bit from the project table, another item we haven't got around to yet, and it has a little inventory at the bottom. You put what you want up the top and it'll instantly be able to make it, so you click on that. Okay, and for some reason it's not wanting to work. Okay, well, very, very quickly, let me just go grab a quick redstone engine. As you see, doing things off the fly, not thinking about it, can cause me problems sometimes. But hey, I'm learning, you're learning, it's what we do. Alright, we'll add 2 redstone engines to it. I didn't think the carpenter required power. But then I could be wrong. Okay, I'm going to figure out what is going wrong there with that. In between this episode and next, and then I'll have to come back after next time. I have to come back at the start of the next episode to show you the Bealizer, because I'm confused as to why that's not being made. Okay, anyway, this is Matt signing off episode 15. I shall see you all next time.